Good evening, Mr. Chair and distinguished delegates. I am Jeong Hee from Korea. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude from the bottom of my heart for giving me this good opportunity to speak at this great forum. Today's my topic is cooperation in the disaster prevention. With recent climate change and extreme weather, natural disasters such as typhoons, floods, and heat waves take place at a large scale and frequently. The human and economic loss due to these disasters is sharply increasing around the world. The Asian Pacific region is the most vulnerable areas as 45% of natural disasters worldwide occur in this region. Moreover, it accounts for about 80% of the total death toll by natural disasters. Given this, the countries in the region need to build a collaborative system and put disasters management capacities together to reduce the impact of and prevent natural disasters. This is an urgent and critical task. Conscious of the urgent need for international cooperation for disaster management, Korea actively participates as chair in ESCAP/WMO Typhoon Committee Working Group for Disaster Prevention. Disaster risk reduction goals have been set to support social and economic development of member countries. Training programs on disaster information system and disaster safety technology are provided to educate the officers of the relevant government agencies, and a typhoon and flood warning system has been established to prevent damage. Based on these activities, Korea signed a strategic partnership with the ESCAP to reduce disaster risks of the Asian Pacific region in 2014. According to the agreement, a joint research will be conducted to develop an Asian model of comprehensive disaster risk management, which allows for analysis of current disaster risks and prediction of future disaster risks by using information of satellite images gathered at the government and regional levels. Also, National Disaster Management Institute of Korea, National Science and Technology Center for Disaster Reduction of Taiwan, and the National Research Institute for Earth Science and Disaster Prevention of Japan signed a memorandum of understanding with a view to reducing and managing disaster risks in the region, which laid the ground for a prompt information sharing and close cooperation. In accordance with the Korean governance work, the National Assembly of Korea held an international disaster reduction workshop for the members of parliaments of the Asian region in 2013 to explore a way to increase capacity at the parliamentary level to establish a framework for disaster reduction after 2015. At the workshop, participants agreed to an action plan in order for parliaments to facilitate disaster reduction efforts in Asia. This laid the foundation for further cooperation among parliamentarians for disaster reduction. Honorable delegates, both preventive and follow-up measures are important for disaster reduction. Parliaments need to review these policies and must continue to work to provide humanitarian aid to the affected areas or countries. In addition, we should introduce laws to prepare for and mitigate disasters and ensure that governments implement proper policy measures toward this goal. I hope the 23rd APPF annual meeting serves as a great forum for us to share our own experiences and learn lessons from each other in disaster management so that we can use them for disaster risk reduction and relief efforts in the future, and strengthen cooperation in the Asian Pacific region to improve disaster management capacity. Thank you for your listening.
Muchas gracias a Corea. Tiene la palabra el honorable.
Thank you, Korea.